This is my Honda CX500, my first ever proper motorcycle. I bought it just a month ago and I was filled with dreams, excitement and plans for the future with it. And since then, it's been through hell. It caught on fire, came back to life. My bike was totally on fire. It was fully in flames. I have no idea how it still works. And now we discovered that the engine is completely seized. It's broken. The bike is from 1979, it has a story, and I'm not letting it end here. So we are gonna rebuild everything. The engine, the frame and the suspension. It's gonna take time, effort and a couple long weeks in the garage. But I'm bringing my beautiful bike back to life. Enjoy watching. I was so happy to start a new adventure with a nicely built bike that was working perfectly, and the last week's fire was unfortunate. The bike fell to the side, it was on fire for some time, but then later after the fire I started it and I was thinking that everything is fine with it. Sadly, the reality is that the engine is seized. The engine is broken. What happened was, yesterday we took the bike to do the MOT, so my friend rode it to the place where they can do MOT, and the engine stopped working. We tried a couple different things, and what we realized is that there's no oil in the engine. The engine inside was completely dry. What I think is, it's two things. Either when the bike fell, when it was on fire, the oil just went out from the engine and we didn't check it before going to the MOT, or since I bought the bike, there was not much oil in it. And either way, that means I'm stupid. I didn't check. Oh, it's such a simple thing. I didn't check the oil in the bike.
Sami, you get a Honda and you don't check oil.
I know. So what we realized yesterday is that, well, the engine is seized, so what I need to do now is take my new bike apart. The good thing about it is the weather shit, and I don't have a license still because my exam is in 2 weeks, so I cannot ride it anyway.
Now you have deadline, which is always good. Deadline is always good for something because it makes you want to work harder.
Yeah, but that wasn't in my plans for this week, you know. The idea was to buy a nice bike and just do the license and enjoy it, but the reality is that I need to take it apart, so let's do it. Okay, I removed everything that connects the engine to the bike. The only thing that left now is the shaft, the cardan shaft, but I think this one you just take out. It shouldn't be any connection. If it is, it should be quite easily. The second thing though is this cable. This cable is still holding the engine in the frame, and this cable goes all the way to here, and this is the whole, I guess, electrical management. Okay, so the easiest part of the job is done. So the engine, it's out of the frame of the bike. It was quite straightforward. Couple cables, couple bolts, The shaft was quite easy as well. I just disconnected them 3 plugs and we are good to go. Carburetors, everything is still on the bike, so that would be much easier now to put a rebuilt engine back in. That would probably take like, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours. So now we have this V-twin engine, and what I need to do is see what's inside and see the damage. So basically unbolt everything that's on the engine, take out the heads, see the inside of the cylinders, and probably disconnect the gearbox and see how the shaft is looking and how the rods are looking and how the rod bearings are looking. That's the plan. Okay, I made some space here, the engine is here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna firstly remove everything that needs to be removed pretty much to open the engine. I'm gonna start with the radiator and all the hoses that go from the engine to the radiator, and then I'm gonna take them covers and try to remove the heads to see how the cylinders look. And then slowly, piece by piece, I'm gonna take everything out. I'm filming everything so I can also remember after what goes where. Let's see how it goes. The car is empty, which is good. There's no distractions, so. Okay, now there is nothing on top of the engine anymore, so I think it's the time to take out the covers and see the heads. After opening that cover, we can clearly see, I'll show you what. Look at that. This is a metal pieces inside the engine. Now the question is, what are those metal pieces? The cylinders inside, they don't look too bad. I think it might be the rod bearing, but to know, we need to get rid of more stuff. We need to actually get rid of everything. Man, it's... oh, that's crazy, man.
You're not sad again, are you, Splash Gang?
Okay, and here we have after taking out the rear cover. But now to continue working on this engine, look, I had a nice and clean desk and now it's fully dirty, full of oil and coolant. So I'm gonna quickly get rid of the engine, make a new fresh space, maybe even clean this engine a bit with like a brake cleaner, and then come back here, have a new fresh space and a freshly washed engine. Let's go. Okay, I made some nice space, everything is clean, the engine also I cleaned a bit. My problem now is I need to take out all the timing gear but I'm not 100% sure how to approach that. And for that, just to be sure, I'm gonna wait for Adam. Adam should be here in like 1-2 hours, and he said he will help me take this engine apart from this point. I'm quite happy with what I did so far. I'm just not too sure. I don't want to mess the timing up. I know there need to be some marks on it. I don't really see any marks. I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Adam and be back with him soon. Okay, I was trying to film slowly, step by step, and Adam came and he was like, let's unbolt everything. So I guess that's what's going on, no?
Yep. Something fell off,
something fell off, some parts. So basically Adam said that now just unbolt everything, don't think too much, and later we're gonna put it together, looking by manuals and documents, which should be
because we don't
correct.
know what we unbolt.
We don't know what we do.
We don't know what we do, so now we just unscrew the bolts. And later we will think, right?
So Adam took out the whole clutch and the whole like a gearbox, the gears.
I don't know how. Oh, and you see the rod.
Now
we can unscrew it, and we can check the bearings.
The rod bearings.
Or the missing bearings.
Or no bearings. Bearings or no bearings?
Bearings or bearings? It is a question. 12.
Kolor?
Kolor korby i jednej i drugiej. Kolor korba, korba.
Aha, to są dwie korby.
To są dwie korby.
No ta jest czarna.
Teraz to widać fajnie.
Ta jest czarna,
ta
tam
jest
to jest
czarna,
złota.
bo jest przegrzana, zjarana, a ta jest złota. Bearings or no bearings? No bearings. Here is leftovers. Druga szpilka. I panewka. Ale korba, te jak M50 bez wanosa. No serio? Najnowszy. Jakby tłok, nie? Ale to jest też...
Tego tłuka.
No lepiej, ale wiesz, że to jest motor z któregoś tam roku i jakby...
7,9, 46 lat.
To, że cylindry mają jakąś delikatną ryskę, to rozumiesz, nie?
No rozumiem, tylko
Wiesz,
że...
Antek ma 11 miesięcy, a się tyle razy już jebnął w łeb.
Pytanie, ile razy już były szlifowane? No w ogóle ten cylinder tutaj, on w ogóle nie wygląda jakby był...
Ale zobacz jak to w ogóle uszczelki.
To wygląda jak jajo. Czemu to jest takie coś?
Jakie coś?
Tu w tym miejscu. To nie jest w ogóle okrągłe.
Ktoś motka zajebał, jak to składał, na przykład ja najebany.
Okay, so here is our rod bearings. This one is completely destroyed. This one will stick to the shaft, and that's what caused the issue with the engine. The engine was seized. The other bearing is still in place, but it's also pretty much dead. Adam is checking the condition of the pistons, and I don't know about that shaft. Oh, wait, there's another one.
Tu masz
To jest górna i dolna, nie?
Jeszcze
Jeszcze jest ta.
jeszcze.
Okay, good afternoon. It's been almost 2 weeks since I took the engine out from the bike and since we took the engine apart. And in the last 2 weeks, what happened is I got some parts that we needed to put this thing back. What I got is mainly a shaft, a used but good condition shaft with the bearings. I got a set of new gaskets and seals and some other parts as well. And what we're gonna try to do today is put this thing back together. What I was doing for the last couple of days is I was just cleaning around, making sure everything it's kind of, fresh and ready to be installed. We got rid of the old seals here and there and on all the parts that are on the shelf. Those are the parts from the engine. And what we need to do is firstly mount those old pistons on those rods, and then take this shaft, which is old and scratched, take it out. Firstly take out the whole timing, take the shaft out and replace it with this shaft with these pistons, put it back together, and then put the engine back together and have it ready for installing it back in the bike frame. But before we're gonna install the engine in the frame, there's gonna be a couple modifications to the frame. I got some parts here. like this, and like this, and there's more coming, so we're gonna redo the rear frame, the rear suspension as well, but that later. Let's focus on the engine first. I printed a lot of papers and manuals with all the torque specs and pictures and diagrams of how to do everything, so I don't know, let's see how it goes.
Crankshaft puller.
Crankshaft puller, dawaj.
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Adam, why are you taking the piston back?
What
We
piston?
just put it there, no?
It was just test fit.
So we checked like 3 times, is this the right piston? And by mistake we just realized that we put the wrong piston into a wrong hole. So left into right. We checked 3 times with this diagram, and the problem is that this engine block looks very, very similar from the front and from the rear. So we were thinking we have the engine like this, but it was actually like this. So we put
Stupid motorcycles.
the wrong one. It's good that we realized actually, because otherwise it would be not nice. But yeah.
Otherwise it will be not nice. Faka.
So now we're gonna take this one out and put it here, and then take the other one and put it here. Easy.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
No kurwa, wsadza sobie do dziury. Tyle, nie?
Wyciągnij sobie z jednej dziury,
No,
sobie z
wsadź
drugiej.
dupę, to tam ich. Może sprawdźmy to jeszcze raz.
Sprawdźmy. Okay, here is where we finished by today. We started putting the timing together, but we noticed that the chain guide is wear quite a lot here. And what I read is that this is a pretty common fault of this engine. The timing chain getting loose, and you can actually see how the timing chain was loose before, and it was working against the metal here, and everything here is worn. It looks like it's been fixed by the previous owner or whoever was rebuilding this engine in the past, but this piece is a bit too worn to put it back on the engine. So what I'm gonna do is I'll try to source a new piece for tomorrow. It's just a piece of plastic, so it shouldn't be too hard, although we checked online and it's not really that available. And then tomorrow we're gonna be working from here again. For now, this is it. See you tomorrow. Okay, next day I found the part that we need. The problem is that the closest from here that the part is Germany, so I've ordered one from Germany for 36.7 euro, and it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here on Friday, which means we need to wait until putting the engine together by Friday. But by Friday we will put everything that we can back. So Adam is now cleaning the heads, and the plan for today is to mount the heads on the engine and to mount the other side of the engine. So put the gearbox on. In the meantime, this arrived, and this is a rather big package. It's literally taller than me, from Red Hat. Red Hat is our sponsor. We have a Red Hat lift that we've been using for, well, years now. We have a couple other parts and tools from Red Hat. And Adam and Marek said that they are gonna order a couple little things from Red Hat, and those couple little things, I guess, are in the box. So let's open it and see what's inside. Couple things, huh?
Yeah.
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Okay, a lot of boxes makes a lot of mess. We're trying to put everything together so we can take a nice picture of everything laid down on the floor. For the guys from Red Hat, Marek has been putting together this engine stand for the past 2 hours.
I cannot read.
Marek, it's made from 6 pieces.
I cannot read.
Anyway, in the meantime, Adam installed the heads on the engine. And now the situation is, to put the timing together, we still need to wait for this one plastic that I ordered from Germany. That's gonna come in a couple of days. So in the meantime, we're gonna put together the other side of the engine. And this is the scary one for me because this is gearbox side. So need to put it. So I need to put the gearbox in, the clutch and the cover. Everything is same what I did when I took it apart. Okay, so I put everything, like most of the things I put on the floor here to take some nice pictures. There's more stuff there in the boxes, more little stuff, but this is mostly what we got. And this is actually crazy. Some of this stuff is the tools that we always missing in the garage, all tools that we always need but never had them. There's also some of this stuff like a jack, the engine stand. This particular thing will be very handy in, well, tomorrow when we pick up the new engine for the Mark II. This is my favorite one. Super nice. There is a full toolbox and the new welder. This is a MIG welder. Our old MIG welder is the one that I bought when we were still in an old small garage next to my house. So this will be very handy now.
Corolla.
Corolla, yeah. For Corolla for sure. And in the meantime, the engine looks like engine again. At least from this side. From the other side, we're still missing the timing pieces, so we're gonna put this part when we get the parts, but from this side, this is looking quite promising. Tomorrow morning, we are going to Bielsko-Biała to pick up the engine for Mark II, so I think I'll take the camera, maybe not. I'll show you the engine tomorrow, and that's it for today. Wow, okay, anyway. New morning, we are going to pick up the engine for the Mark II. Marek, what did you say?
Never mind. This was too much day ride.
It's not raining, so it's good.
Good like a diesel too.
You know, you should tell people that the whole November will be daily dose of day ride. And people should subscribe to second channel because it's gonna be 2 weeks of Poland. No, 1.5 weeks of Poland and almost 3 weeks of Japan.
It's a new video every day.
Every single day.
Are you gonna be doing it?
Yes. Subscribe.
Let's go to Bielsko-Biała to pick up a new engine.
Kolej, jademy! Moja Zeta!
Sunny again. Toyota. Jason. Okay, we are back, and today, because we're still waiting for the parts for the engine to finish off the engine build, we are gonna do the fabrication with the frame of the bike itself. Here is the bike. For now, I just placed the fuel tank and the seat on it just to show you guys what bothers me and what are we gonna change. But for purpose of this, I think I'm gonna change the lens to a bit different one. The one that will show the shapes more accurate. Maybe this one. Firstly, just to clarify, the look is subjective. What's beautiful, what's not, it's very subjective. Everyone has a bit different, type and shapes that they like. At the moment, what I don't like about this bike, it's the way the frame is built around here. The rear suspension is looking very awkward and very messy. And that's why we're gonna convert this double shock to a single shock that's gonna be mounted here. I have a shock there already, just to get rid of this frame and everything that's going on here. I like the bikes that have nothing here in between the seat and the tire, and that's the look we're gonna go for. And the second thing, the rear end of the seat is also very awkward here. I don't like the way that it goes down and then it goes up, and that's why we're gonna redo the whole frame here, so the bike is shaped around one straight line. I really hope you understand what I mean by this. This is very beautiful bike from the time I bought it, but we just gonna make it the perfect looking bike. We're gonna simplify the rear of the bike by a lot, and you can see how it looks now, and we're gonna compare it with how it's gonna look when we finish with it. That's it from talking. The plan is get rid of this, cut the frame here, cut the frame here, and create a new frame from steel. Let's go.
You're not sad again, are you, Splash Gang?
We cut out the frame, we took out the suspension, the stock shocks. I managed to buy a monoshock suspension for CX500 Honda. This is a set that you can buy with those plates that are ready to weld into your CX500 frame. That's why we grinded off the paint from here and from here, and we're gonna weld in those plates to then mount a single shock that's gonna be nicely under the seat, which should look nice and work nicely as well.
You're not sad again, are you, Splash Gang?
Okay, we have this piece, and now to connect it to the rest of the frame, as you can see, they don't really align. The pipes don't really align. So what we need to do is make this pipe fit. We're gonna bring them more close to each other, and Adam said we can do it with this. Okay, and this is looking so much better now already without all the framing here and extra shocks on the both sides. Now we're gonna have to make a bit more piping just to make sure, because if I would sit on this frame now, it would probably bend down. So it has to have like a reinforcement that goes from here to the rest of the frame. Just like two little triangles that's going from the frame down to make it more strong. Good morning, new day, and tomorrow is a big day because tomorrow is my bike driving license exam. So I hope I can make it despite the shit weather outside. But the plan for today is, earlier today Adam welded in properly those hoops here, and this is looking very nice. I've bought this sheet of metal. It's 0.8 millimeter thick steel, and what we're gonna do today is try to fabricate the rear part of the seat. The stock one is very small and awkward. This one should be looking much better. And also the part came that we were waiting for the past days. Where is it? Here. This is here, so we have everything to put the engine together and possibly put it back on the frame and start it, but I don't know if today is enough time. Let's see. Let's find out. Okay, this part of the engine is pretty much finished and ready to be put into the bike, but the other side...
Ready to be who?
Ready to be put in
Okay.
to the bike. No, this is not Putin, this is the other guy. And now here we just need to install the part that came today, the chain tensioner. And then we can build the back of the engine and then put it into bike. Okay, I don't want to get too excited, but this looks like a complete engine. I don't know if it works. We're not gonna find out if it works or not until it's in the bike, in the frame, and when we try to start it. But for now, everything is good. No parts are left on the table, which means probably everything that's supposed to be inside is inside. I'm just not sure if everything is correctly, especially the gearbox, but let's find out in a couple of days. In the meantime, when I did this, Adam did an amazing job with the frame of the bike and with the cowl. So the cowl is the part behind the seat, and Adam's trying to fabricate it from steel sheet. As you can see, he cut out some pieces from steel sheet and he's trying to shape it into something that's gonna look super nice. It doesn't look, you know, perfect for now because obviously this is not a final product, but you can roughly see how is it gonna look with the seat. So the seat's gonna be here and the cowl is gonna be here. It won't be as big and chunky as it looks now. It's gonna be more like that. So we're gonna be continuing working on that tomorrow afternoon, because tomorrow morning is my driving license test, and I hope I'll come here with the good news tomorrow. Let's find out. For you guys, gonna be in the next 5 seconds. See you tomorrow. I'm about to take my exam for the bike, and this is the weather. Shit. Let's see what happens. Okay, Bozo is my videographer today. We are in good mood because I passed my test.
Hey.
It wasn't easy, but it's done. So now the plan is to start the engine today in the frame of the bike. The problem is this. There is some shit inside the tank because it's very old tank from 1979. So what we're gonna do is put some hardware there, like some bolts and some nuts, and then some fuel as well. And then we're gonna shake it. And then we're gonna get rid of the fuel with hopefully the remaining of all the shit that's inside. Well, it doesn't look too pleasing inside, I must say.
Can I?
Yeah.
Nah, it's shit.
It's quite shit, but this is what we have. So let's do it. Okay, the tank is somewhat clean. I flushed it like 20 times. Me and Bozo, we are trying to now close this piece of the frame that was previously cut. The frame was going here and around, and we just close it with a piece of steel. Now the next step will be to close that gap. So I'm gonna try to cut out a template from the cardboard with this shape, and then cut it from a steel, and then weld it into the frame. Morning, new day. So this is how the rear of the bike looks at the moment. This is what Adam made from steel. What we need to do now is shape it and make it nice. Huh?
Need to start it.
Morning. Started today, that's the plan. How are you?
I am good. Just came back from the shop, hooked up Adam because Adam was drunk.
Okay, we are gonna stop for a bit working on the frame because the time is running. I want this video out by tomorrow, and that means we're now gonna be focusing on installing the engine onto the frame, and only next week we will finish with painting the frame and securing everything because there's simply no time. So now we're gonna install the shock back in, the tank, the seat and the engine to have bike in one piece, and to connect everything and try if the engine works. Looks like everything is in. What the issue we have is that the carburetor is leaking fuel a bit when you open the valve, but we just put the plastic container for now just to see if the bike would crank. Yes.
Okay. Wait, Sam, don't start it yet. Wait.
What do you mean? It's not gonna be on fire anymore.
Okay, should I put already positioned here?
Dobra, widzę, mam czujnik, że...
Nie, w tym miejscu leci.
A teraz drugi, poczekaj, jeszcze
Zamknij. So the carbs are here, and this is the thing that was leaking, and it's an O-ring, so Adam's changing the O-ring for the new one, and hopefully it won't leak.
Ciulik. Musi tam ciasno wleźć w ciul. Rozpali to się stopę derby sygnał.
Już myślałem, że...
No dobra, działa.
Atakują, no. Nie słyszałem motorka?
Co bozo?
Chodzi o to, że możesz mieć delikatny podświatę różu na nim. Człowieku, widziałeś to auto? Nie.
Winner. Siema. Co?
I'm happy about.
What did you tell him?
You have nice bike.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, I'm under the water.
Okay, and this is where this video ends. Sadly, we didn't manage to finish the bike until the end of the video, but that means the next week we're gonna spend more time on this thing. We wanna make it perfect, and man, living with this bike since I bought it, what, a month ago maybe? It's been ups and downs a lot. From being super happy when I bought the bike, to then the bike was on fire, was collapsed, I was sure the bike is gone, to then realizing the bike works again, so I was happy again, to then realizing that the engine is seized without any oil. And then we rebuilt it, and we not only managed to rebuild the engine and it works, which is quite surprising, but also we changed the frame of the bike and the way it looks quite a lot. What I was trying to achieve from when we started working on it, one single line going from the front of the bike to the very end, everything is now smooth and simplified here, and this was the goal, and I'm very happy where this is going. Obviously needs some more work, some fabrication, new seat, and painting everything to have it ready. I want the bug to be same finished as the tank, so we'd probably make the same kind of shapes with the grinder and then paint it with the clear coat, but all that in the next week. Also, I'm super happy that I managed to do my license, and I can actually now ride this thing.
Oh, did you tell people that you
legally?
passed?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You know what this reminds me?
Yeah. What?
My secret project.
Your secret. Okay.
Only
anyone,
the OGs will know.
Anyone that remembers Mark's secret project from back in the day, comment below, because this was...
No, because they will not know because it was secret.
I think they will know, Mark. Okay.
Okay, so now back into garage.
Check.
Sam is going for lunch. His wife is waiting. He's gonna eat some gołąbki and rolatka maybe.
It is what it is. The next thing is finish the bike. The bike, I think, needs like 3 more days until it's finished and I can ride it. I'm very excited to film some, you know, riding along, POVs, go for a ride, maybe with Bozo, with Boogie.
We need to do some night videos
Some
with this
night
with
action,
this
yeah.
light at the back. You're gonna look like a proper
Super
night
sick.
rider.
It should be super nice. And also we will start working on the 2JZ engine for... It's funny because like we bought a 2JZ, the best engine ever for the car, and it's been 30 seconds of the whole video.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited for the Mark II and the engine, and just, I don't know, I was focusing on the bike. And
It's just good to focus on one thing, finish it, then move on to the next one. Because if we would have taken the engine out of this and left it on the table and then start working on that, it just would be a mess everywhere.
Yeah, with the 2JZ engine, we have a good plan to build like a 450, 500 horsepower engine out of it and put it into the car, which shouldn't take too long of a time. And then we're going to Japan, and there's 3 weeks in Japan, so...
Yes, exciting.
Cool. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the bike content, and see you in the next one.